He's a bit rough around the edges, but I would say Toop is a wise old man. I am Mig, and this is Toop's story for GeoBeats. For as long as I've known him, he's always been a bit chatty. He would come screeching up whenever I'd put food out for him and waddle up onto the porch. He'd just be full of screeches and just a meowy little man. Toop came into my life whenever I was still in high school and living at home with my family. At first, it was like every few months that we'd see him. Even at that, it was pretty far down the road that we'd see him just tucked away somewhere. I think he was just kind of going through people's trash, and maybe every once in a while someone here or there would put out some food for him. But he was deemed okay to live outdoors because he has a tipped ear, which means that he's been neutered and he has been released to live out where he was picked up from. But after we realized that he didn't have a caretaker, we ended up feeding him, so we took that responsibility on ourselves. And the more we fed him, the more he would come around. I think he was really, really thankful for the food that we were giving him.
Toop, 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 toop.
He ended up coming around often enough for me to, after I moved right across the street from my parents, to bring him inside and start testing the waters with bringing him indoors. We were feeding him for probably about a year or two before bringing him inside and testing the waters with that.
Good nap?
2018 was a year I started to transition him to being indoors. He's definitely an older guy. He'd probably be at least 10, if not older than that. I knew that he was living outdoors for a really long time before I came into his life.
Nice time.
I was just trying to provide him a safe sanctuary as much as I could. He settled in pretty quickly for being an outdoor cat. He never really goes out for too long or wants to stay out for too long. We live near the woods. There's definitely some wildlife out there that could cause him some harm. We make sure that he's in every single night. He turned into being a very social cat, which makes me happy. Anytime we have guests over, he loves to be the center of attention, making sure that everybody's saying hi to him. Whenever it comes to winter, he definitely spends more time inside than he does outside. He is not a fan whenever his little paws get too cold or whenever it's raining and it's wet out. So he only really likes to go outside whenever it's sunshiny. Our bond is really special. He gives me so much joy. It's really nice in the morning to wake up, to have my coffee with Toop, and to get some screeches in before I start my day. So I would definitely tell him thank you for that. And since Toop, I started the biscuit factory to start rescuing other animals.
Toop, toop.
We now have some foster homes under the biscuit factory so we can continue to help more cats. I think he knows that he's the top dog because if he wants a spot, the other cats will move out of the way so he can have that spot. Toop is missing half his ear, missing half his teeth, and half his tail, but he's living a full life.